All right, traders, welcome back. Good to see you all. It's always nice. Hopefully, everyone had a good weekend, had those extra days off. Good to see you, Lawrence, Grant, Lita. Good to see you all. Good morning. All right. Well, listen, you know what? A lot of big stock news that's going on. Market is down pretty substantial. We were down like 400 points on the Dow, but we're getting some really good rallies. I guess a lot of the news is that you're going to be hearing. We'll see how the tariffs come in. The Supreme Court here in the United States is going to rule on it. I think it might come out around 10 o'clock. It doesn't look good so far, but and it could be for multiple reasons. Maybe he's like, you're hearing that President Trump is starting to push for the, Greenland and they push tariffs on Europe and stuff like that. I don't know. Could that affect it? I mean, and put the judges in a different ruling. We'll see how it works out. But there has been some really, really good trades last week. I want to talk about it. Not only that, I am so excited to teach everybody regarding about some unbelievable shorts. Actually, I'm sorry, short squeezes. I know a lot of you don't know what a short squeeze is, or we're very dangerous at getting involved with them. We did really, really well, but I'm going to show you some of those also. But before we start going through the watch list, everyone, we did post a couple of links up here really quick. Tomorrow, we have the big event that's going on at Well 365. So if you have not registered yet, let me post that link there for you so you guys could click on it and go to it right now. When you guys are all said and done, there's that link right there. Please go register. Support CyberTrading University. We're there. We need your help because the more we can find serious traders out there and the more if they could hear from you and tell them what a great job you've done at CyberTrading University, we all make money together. That is the big thing. So please register. Go out there. Support us. Tell us, everyone, how great you've done. And let's see if they're, see how things go out, and hopefully we'll get them part of the C2 family. All right. So a couple of things. Let's talk about what happened last week. So regardless of this stock, CRBS, which, by the way, a lot of you guys doing pretty well on it, went from $11.50 up to $14. Great move no matter what time you showed up. 8 o'clock, 8:15, 8:30, 8:50. We're getting the big pop right now here at 12. We'll look at the orders out here in the next few moments, but I want to talk about what's going on last week. So the big news is silver. All right. So I posted a couple of videos this week, and did anyone get a chance to watch those videos on YouTube and Instagram? I posted a bunch of them up there. Here was one of them right here. Here's the YouTube one. I posted an alert, so if you guys didn't see it, there it is right there. And here's the video. Posted this image right here. So I did this little animation over here that silver surged over $94 an ounce. Remember, this is not SLV. This is actually silver itself. So silver is just doing absolutely fabulous right there. And I posted up a couple of other videos too, talking about the big move on silver. But it had a nice little correction. Like I told you, remember last week I told you it's healthy. It's extremely healthy for the stock to go down, okay? Because that will prove and show if that sell-off is just profit taking. Because what happened is, and it started right back here when the stock was at $74 and it came all the way back down to $66. Which I did a couple of videos on that too. And that's how we had that pop from 67 all the way up to $84. And then it backed off all the way down here to 79, which the last 3 days, but you'll notice we had 3 candlesticks, and then boom, now we're up to $86. So we're looking fabulous. US Mint responded selling silver for $169 an ounce. U.S. Mint reopened selling. Really? Is that true? I got to check the news on that. That's incredible. You know what's even also crazy, Christopher? I did find out that if you wanted to buy silver in not outside United States, it's that more expensive. Okay. I think it's trading at like 140, 150. Don't quote me on it. I got to double check, but that's what silver costs. Now, why is silver continue to go higher? Because all these data centers, because they need silver to build the data centers. China's clamping down on it. I did a video on that too. They're not selling any more of their silver. So is this the end? I don't think so. I don't think so. People are calling maybe 150, 180 silver. So, listen, I know it's very, very difficult from September to see silver was at $38 and to jump in at 86 is like, why would I do that? That's crazy. I'm like, I missed the run. Listen, there are so many stocks out there we trade like this, okay? Silver is just the big news out there. This is what's great about day trading. We find them all day long. So, silver going back on the watch list? Yes, it is. SLV, as it always has been for this past several weeks. A couple other stocks I do want to touch upon that made some big moves. IBRX, what an unbelievable move. This stock has been on a watch list, and you thought silver was great. Percentage-wise, this stock moved up even, well, almost as much. Was at $2, went to $7. IBRX is back on the watch list again. IBRX. It was good on Friday. It was good on Thursday. It was good on Wednesday. Every day it's been an excitement. Now, it is starting to get a little crazy right now. It is starting to become one of the category 3s and 4s. This was a very comfortable stock to trade, but now it's starting to get a pretty volatile. Be very careful with that. Irene was another one last week. Really, really nice big mover. It's gapped out down today. Obviously, the market's down, but Irene, what a great mover. 52 to 58 yesterday on Friday. That one did well. ASTS has just been an absolute animal. This thing was at the $60 price range, touched just under 120. If you were here on Friday, you would saw that there was a huge iceberg order right at that number. Big block orders are trying to get out of it. So, a little on the expensive side, but for some of us here that could afford to trade it, you did really, really well. And it was an early winner, 9:30 to 10 a.m. You were done for the day. Turn the page, right? Couple other big pops. One last one I just want to bring up. VERO was also pretty good too. That one is this is basically a short squeeze, which I wanted to talk about. We want to lead into now before we go through our watch list. But this stock right here on Friday went from $5 all the way to a whopping $12. That was over 100% move on Friday. And then obviously you can see how it's going down. Beautiful Fausto flags. You could have seen that happen. We were done around 10:30. We stopped commentary, but at 10:30 afterwards, this was one of those stocks that did make a move all the way up to about 11:30. And then obviously as it was trending down, if you follow those orders, if you follow what we teach you in class, you would have got out sooner than later. And remember, that is one of the big things that we teach at Cyber Trading University. It's not about the winners. It's about controlling the losers. Nobody likes to admit when they're wrong. Nobody likes to take a loss. Nobody wants to, want to give back what they made and try to make it back. And we all see how that pans out. So all those stocks that did make some big moves. A couple other ones I want to touch upon before we go through the watch list. A couple of short squeezes that did come in. SPHL was another one. This stock ran, you could see it from here down at the bottom, ran from right around $2 to $25. And you could see how the short squeeze obviously kicked in from Thursday, and then it came back down. That was a great short squeeze. NBY was another short squeeze, ran from $10 to $18 on Friday, and you could see it was a great runner on Friday, but sure enough, right back to even worse than when it started. One last one, which is a very popular one that we've been trading a lot, was High Roller, okay? High Roller was another big winner. I was actually thinking about buying it back, but I saw the stock started backing off. A lot of us saw the stock under $5. It ran to $35. It was a great runner. But then we started seeing major sellers at $28 on level 4. And sure enough, look where we are today, down to 13. So another big short, short squeeze. VRA, I heard you, Fausto. I just started going up a little bit on Bookmap. We're going to check out Genovese in a little bit. The VERO, you're watching it right now. It's just, you got to remember, it's a gap fill. I would just turn to page Genevieve. There are so many other stocks that are moving this morning that we want to keep an eye on it. So let's go through the watch list because we do have some of the stocks. There was this one right here up 75%. It's up 260% so far. Problem is, it's on the downtrend. I will put this on the watch list because sometimes they will make a move maybe at 9:30 when the market opens up. But in this case, it's not, it's not what we're looking for. It's not a trend which is your friend. Now we have this stock right here, SHPH, that's moving up pretty nice. Now, this one, on the other hand, let me write this down, SHPH. Beautiful iceberg orders on this stock right here. Let me share it with you right here. You could see that there's a big resistance of 5, a big support level at 4, pretty big, swing right there. $1 is a lot, $1 is a lot, but $4 is a pretty good buy right there. You could see how it had major support levels up until 8:30 in the morning, holding really strong. You can see the resistance, definitely a really nice one right there. TWG is up 100%, but flat, not really going anywhere. Ugly spread. CRVS. When we started at 9 o'clock, where was it? 13. It shot up to almost $15. Beautiful front runner right there. I'm just going to show you the orders out there. It looks like a short squeeze that's being affected right now. This guy's out there at 15 trying to sell it. You can see some red balls, means time in sales. Stock is trending down right there. So if you didn't get out of 15, for some of you in the cyber group room right now trading, obviously, you know what I'm talking about. Read between the lines, all right? A couple other stocks also I found here. Nice little cheapie in IBBTC. Nice spread, up 70%, but she just shot up, hit a big iceberg order right around this 450 and came back down. We'll put her on the watch list. It's just not really a trend yet. I mean, look at this. We are number 6 on the watch list, and we're still at 60%. That is very, very rare. We haven't seen that. This stock's not tradable. This one, cheap little stock, but it's on a downtrend already. There's a warrant. This is a common. Nope, not interested in that. This one just out of nowhere just showed up. FRSX. Cheap little stock, 13 million shares, up 40%. Just came up to $2, came back down. It's probably taking some profit taking, but a nice little move on that one. Anything else out there? This is up 19%. There's a pharmaceutical. Not really interested. All right, losers. We all know about these losers right now. All the ones that are in the losers, I already checked. These are those big runners that had those big pop-ups like VERO. You can see why it's there. SPHL. We know why it's there. These are all the stocks that I was just kind of mentioning. Even this one right here, BIYA. This one ran from 5 to about 9 and came back down. These are all short squeezes. That one's not a short squeeze. That's a haircut. Whatever happened to ETF didn't work out. New York Stock Exchange didn't really see too much out there. Boyle is moving. Okay, Boyle is moving. Stock took a very, very big hit. So it looks like all these ultra, oil stocks, just same thing right here. Natural gas, UNG's moving up. Have taken a very big hit, but nothing in the brand name stock. Anything in the stock thing, mainly ETFs are in there. So I didn't really see too much out there. And these are the opposite. KOLD is the opposite of Boyle. That's why that's there. NBY, pharmaceutical stock, big rally, came back down. That was another big runner that we had. Looks like profit taking's coming in there. There's High Roller. Obviously, probably was a short squeeze. Remember, anything that goes up that big, that fast in a short period of time, that's usually what that means. All right. So traders, anything couple last minute things I want to point out before we leave and get ready for the market opened up. We have the phase courses that are showing up. Here's the schedule for January, February, and March. These are the lessons going to be go on. Today is the first cycle of the classes at CyberTrading University. So if you're a bronze, silver, or gold student, these are the things that you're going to be learning. We'll talk about time and sales, core charting principles, volume principles, risk management, and obviously we change it up. That's going to be the schedule. So classes start today. Tomorrow, I will be doing the Wealth 365. And then for some of you, I did mention that I will. So please make sure you register for that. And also, I will be on. I will be at Mumu. If you guys did not register for that, also, please on site. I'm going to be in Toronto. It is an exclusive event. So this is the first time I've done this in about maybe 8 years, okay? So that I've been in Toronto. I've been there for the money show, but we're having our own exclusive event. And we got some really big announcements at Mumu. So if you're in the area, you could still register online. And if you don't have to be on site, but please come on site. There are limited seats. I think there's only 30 to 40 seats that the place can hold. So please go out there and register for that one too. All right. So a lot of big things going on. Really excited going into January 2026. Let's get ready for the market open up. Me, Josh, and Rich will be back in less than 15 minutes. For some of you that are watching on social media and you want to come and join us, and just there's a QR code. Just take your phone, scan the QR code, and we will see you there. Another simple way to get logged into all those special events that we got going on. All right, guys, let's get ready for market open up. Congratulations, guys, for last week. Anyone holding silver, I'm glad you guys stuck in it with me. Like I told you, those shakes are very key. Let's continue it. One thing we do got to worry about, some of the swing trades. NVIDIA's not looking good. StubHub's not looking good. IBIT's not looking good. All those things. OKLO, thank God we got out of that position. So once again, you can't go broke taking profits like the lingo that we always go by. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in less than 10 minutes. Good luck, everybody. For all of you on social media, just click on that link and we'll see you all in our trading room in the next 10 minutes. Good luck, everybody. Happy trading. Enjoy class 2.